Hello, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to day 8 of Yulemas. This is the first time I have recorded today. I did get some footage of me doing the drive back home from the office because today was my in-office day. It was also Christmas jumper day. So I wore my Baby Yoda Christmas jumper, and I also wore my Santa Claus house coat or dressing gown, however you call them. So that it was a really good day, but definitely lower productivity than a normal typical work day. But apparently the management accounted for that. It was actually a really good day, but I ended up chose to work through my lunch, and I left at 2 o'clock, and I'm really glad I did, because I had a stinker of a headache by the time I left, and that took until about 7 o'clock to pass. No, that's not right, because I picked Scott up at 5, so it took till about 6 o'clock to pass. And when I got home, I just made a cup of tea, sat on the sofa, not really doing too much, done a wee bit of tidying up, and then went and picked Scott up, and then we've been home. We got a wee catch up because we've not really spoke. When he got home yesterday, I was pretty much out the door, and then obviously we've both been at work today, so we've not really had the chance for a catch up. So we had a wee blather, and then we had some dinner, and he's away off to bed. So it's not long after 8 p.m. and the wee soul's away up to bed because he's up at 6 in the morning. He's on an 8-4 shift this week, but he's been picking up some overtime, and so instead of just doing an 8-4, he's actually been doing an 8-6 while still getting up at 6 o'clock and then not getting home. If I can pick him up, he's normally home before 7. If I can't pick him up for whatever reason, he isn't getting home until about 7:30. And then he's still got to have dinner and all that, so he's having a super early night tonight. And hopefully that'll help him refresh. He's not doing overtime tomorrow. And we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can pick up his car tomorrow. It should be fixed after the crash. So fingers crossed that actually goes ahead. He keeps getting text messages saying that it's on track to be ready for collection tomorrow. So fingers crossed that is still the case when he phones tomorrow to find out what's happening. But yeah, I'm just having a really nice chill night. I am all cut up on Susan of Knitlib podcast and their Yulemas, mine is Yulemas, on their Vlogmas podcasts, episodes, whatever you want to call them. I need to get caught up. I think I've maybe missed a day. Actually, I maybe watched that yesterday. I think I've got like a day or so of Deborah's to catch up on. I just want to check my battery. No, I'm good. And I also need to catch up with a few others as well. So I've got some podcasts I'm going to watch, but I'm just having a nice quiet night. I've got a cup of tea sat beside me, albeit it might be getting a bit cold. Of course I've got a cup of tea. Drinkable temperature. So yeah, cup of tea, Vlogmas episodes, and I'm working away on goddaughter number 1, their sweater. So sorry for the bad lighting, but it's always going to happen when I've got my back to the light. I am working on the increases. I've still got a wee while to go. Last time I counted I was just over 200 stitches, and I've got to get to 302 for the size that I'm doing for her. And you're increasing 8 stitches every second round, and so it's going to take a while. But I mean, she's wearing, I think Kirsty said she was wearing a size 7 to 8, but I'm doing the next size up because I am. So I am just working away on this tonight and trying to get the increases to, well, I'm just trying to complete the increases. And I'm going to, when I'm done chatting with you all, I'm going to go get my advent calendars. I've not done them yet. I'm going to open those up, and then I will be getting back to my catching up on Vlogmas, Hollymas, Yulemas videos. But yeah, I'm just having a nice evening. I was chatting with my parents last night, and it was really good to talk to them and have like an open conversation about like how much electricity they're using and how much they're paying a day. So we're on a pay-as-you-go meter, like, so we pay ahead of time for what electricity we're going to use, and we've got a smart meter because we need to see what we're using and how much money we've got left on the prepaid and the pay-as-you-go. And ever since the increase in price, I know everybody is watching their electricity usage. I get that. But I seem to have an exceptional amount of anxiety around it. And again, I'm sure there are a lot of people. I am just speaking personally. And so I've been watching it and I've been monitoring our usage, and basically I will not put the heating on, and I will not put the washing machine on, or I will not put our hot water on. Like, we don't have a boiler. We've got this hot water machine. I don't understand the ins and outs of it, but it's like a mini boiler, like a little mini electric boiler, but not a boiler. And that, and our oven, and our heating, and our washing machine are obviously the biggest appliances for eating away at the money. And I've calculated that between the £80 that Scott and I put in separately for the electricity and the £60 that we get from the government as part of this grant that they've done for the whole of the UK to help with the cost of electricity, we can spend no more than £6 a day, unless we want to end up putting more money towards our electricity. And it felt really good to have an open and honest conversation about what everyone is now having to class as their normal per day. And it really made me feel better to know that other people have a much higher normal, especially with their heating right now. So it really helped my anxiety. So I really appreciated having that open and honest conversation with my parents yesterday. And it's just a shame that we are in this situation. And I don't normally talk about something this heavy, but I feel like if that conversation with my parents helped me, that maybe this conversation will help somebody else. Like, on a, like, what I class as a good day, we can use between £3 and £4. And that is going from the fact that we used to go through £2 a day before the October increase. And now we are, normally we're sitting between 5 and 6 on an exceptionally cold day. And sometimes will be £7. And I just think that if people kind of talk about what is their new normal, and again, I don't want to say it's the new normal because I don't want it to be normal that we go through this much cost just to get through a day in our own homes. But yeah, all that to be said, if you are anxious about how much electricity you're paying and you don't know if it's on par with other people, find somebody that you feel safe having a conversation with and ask them if they are comfortable having that conversation to begin with. And then have an open and honest conversation, because, like I said, if it helps me, it might help somebody else. So, with that heavy conversation now over, I'm going to stop this clip. I'm going to go grab my advent calendars because I don't have much battery on my camera, so I don't want to run out and not be able to record. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your really lovely comments. I have, and I know Deborah talked about this on one of her Yulemas videos, but I have seen some real nasty comments under the comment section on other people's videos at this time of year, and I am really, really grateful I haven't received any nasty comments. Because it can be very off-putting, extremely off-putting. And it's just so nice to have the comments I've got, and I know a lot of you love Scott being in the vlogs and he's not been in them today or yesterday, but there'll be plenty of Scott content this weekend, and there might be Scott content during the working week next week because he's only going to take on 1 extra hour of overtime instead of 2. So I really appreciate it, and I just want to make that known. So thank you so much, and thank you for your kind comments as well, because it can be a really difficult time vlogging every day, never mind vlogging during Christmas, where not everyone loves Christmas. Just gonna say it, like, I know somebody that's really struggling right now and has hated Christmas since she was 13. So, not everyone loves Christmas. Don't shove it down everyone's throat. Not everyone celebrates Christmas to begin with. So that's a good one to start with. But yeah, all of that to say was just to say thank you. So I'll go get my advent calendars, we'll open that up, and I'm going to finish my cup of tea, and I'll see you tomorrow. I actually just knocked you right off the sofa there, but thankfully you fell forward instead of backwards. Okay, day 8. Sometimes I feel really stupid trying to find... Ooh, dairy milk caramel. I do love a good dairy milk caramel. And I might say caramel funny. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Okay, now for the real good one. Well, 8's really obvious in this one. Come on. Oh, yep, this is my kind of colour. So again, the colour's not going to look too good because the light is behind me, but this is a proper, to me this is a proper turquoise colour, and it just looks really, really good. So I'll do what I done yesterday, and I will turn the camera around and show you the colour. So I hope this is showing pretty well. I might need to just show you tomorrow in natural daylight along with the other colours just so you can see them all side by side so far. But this is truly a gorgeous, gorgeous turquoise colour. Sorry, I've got a really itchy eye right now. This is like one of my favourite colours. Teal is more my favourite colour, like, but this is, I just love the vibrancy of this. This is really gorgeous. But yeah, I think I will definitely show this in natural daylight tomorrow, so that you can get a real, true representation of this colour, because I don't think my camera and the artificial light in this room is doing it justice. Bye.